You know, I was really gratified when Fernando, the owner of Panteo Productions, asked me to sit down and talk about the importance of training. The problem with firearms training, especially in the combative arena, is that some of it has kind of fallen into silliness, and that's really unfortunate because getting solid hands-on training is important. Now, while it is true that you can gain value from video training like what we do here at Panteo, you have to have a level of knowledge to know what is valuable and what is not. And that means you have to get solid, well-planned, hands-on training with that firearm. Please understand that when you bought your firearm, your holster, and you went out and you took your CCW course, it is merely a certification course so that the state you reside in knows that you're not going to hurt yourself with your firearm. It's not combative grade firearms training. You really need to seek that out. And it's not really hard to find. There's instructors across the nation that will do a good job. And many of them are local guys that have never written an article, have never had a video done with them, and they do a really, really good job. But whatever avenue you take to get that training, you need to get the hands-on training. It needs to cover important subject matters like what people call the fundamentals of shooting. I like to call them the essentials because you have to have these things. You have to have a good grip. You have to have good trigger control. You need to know how to reload it. You need to know how to clear malfunctions. You need to know how to deploy it in a stress-filled, pandemonium-filled environment. And you just don't get that from a certification course. You need to have a good understanding of what a combative mind is, what it entails, how you develop it. And without those things, quite frankly, you're really just cannon fodder for anyone who decides to attack you in the parking lot or invade your home. Please seek out good, solid training, get a good level of understanding, and then use things like Panteo Productions to kind of reinforce and bolster your knowledge level. Because that's what video training is. It helps your knowledge level. It doesn't give you the hands-on skill that you'll get from having a good, solid instructor to actually stand there and show you that your hand is slipping down the grip, or you're slapping the trigger, or you're not deploying the gun with any kind of physiological efficiency. Training builds skill. And what we have known since the days of the Spartans is that the single biggest factor in overcoming fear in conflict, and let's face it, it's fear that shuts people down in crisis, but having confidence that your skills will indeed work when you need them is the single biggest factor in overcoming fear. So please, come back here to Panteo Productions, look at the videos. They've got great knowledge content, but you really need to get out there and get good hands-on training. And you know, a good place to start is the people who are in the Panteo family. Check out who's doing the videos here, find out where they're doing their training courses, and you probably won't go wrong.